What's going on? Welcome to Mon Bazou, episode 13. We've been a little mixed up on the episodes lately, but we're starting out here today. So I dropped off some stuff from the Sugar Shack out at the syrup selling location. We got some money, and then we spent it all. We got some new rotors, wheel bearings, calipers. We got a new ABS module sitting here. Let's go ahead and get this hood popped open so we can take a look at that. It's looking a little bit rusty, so we'll go ahead and pull that. We'll lift up this car. We'll probably just do the front brakes for now. But we're not going to do that just yet. It is nighttime right now. I want to get over to the Sugar Shack here so I can get some oil pumping through. But since we're here, let's go ahead and get this up on some jack stands. See if we can hit the sweet spot right there. There's one. There's two. Three. And four right there. We got her nice and lift up. Shut the light off here. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Let's get these headlights off so it looks a little bit nicer. It's turning daytime now. So actually, we probably could start this, but I want to get that fire going, get this pump going. So we got some syrup being cooked up. Let's get that shut off. And then we also have our, it might be on this side, or it's in the trunk. Yep, there it is. We got our new shifter knob to install into the car as well. So we'll be doing that here as soon as we get everything started and running. So we got some syrup going. And it actually is running. We packed a few more rolls. I grabbed a new pack to smoke. We're back down to 1% of our cannabis. We have now 2 baskets of potatoes. I went ahead and picked up some cheese curds, so that way whenever we get our fryer basket, we can get going. It is first thing in the morning, and we are at a friendship with our mother at 45%. I believe at 50 is when we get our fryer basket. So we just gotta keep at it, keep calling, saying, hey, mother, how's it going? Yep, and then we should be at 46, and I believe at 50 is when we'll get our fryer basket. Then we can take care of all these baskets here. Let's get our door closed up. Do we need anything in here for the Sugar Shack to take over? It does not appear so. Got our water can. We refill it back up. Be back to take care of the car here in a minute. I have moved our potatoes over here next to our plants, so everything's a little more centralized. We got 18% of the potato plants here. Let's give each one a little bit of water. I don't know exactly how it all works. That is ready to harvest. We'll get another seed out of that. So I'm going to run back in and grab our bucket. That plant there was actually infected or infested. So I ran into town, picked up some pesticide solution, and sprayed it. It's now ready to harvest now. We're going to go in, we're going to grab the bucket, and then we'll continue on with the day. Because I really want to get the car started here. Because the sooner we can get that started, the more interesting this is going to get. I'm excited. I like doing the work on the cars in this game. It's quite pleasurable. How many seeds we get? We got 2 out of that one. Oh, that is amazing. Let's get a little more water on here. Yeah, that one's good. Now let's get heading over. We're not going to take any special vehicles. I believe I got the truck already parked up over there. Just going to take a short walk over there to get everything turned on and ready to go. We'll have our morning joint here. As we always do, I change the flannel up. We are now in an orange flannel. I ran some of these lines through. I did figure out, so there was a section over here that was actually a completely closed circuit that wasn't even connected to the main circuit that I had mistakenly hooked up. And after hooking that up, and a few other trees here and there, we got some more of these growing here as well. We are officially at kinda all right for our pump speed. We have a good amount in here right now. We have 4 barrels, 3, 4. This is sitting at 101%, and this should be full. Yes, it is. So let's get this plenty loaded up with firewood. And when I mean loaded because I want to get this rolling. Get that close up. Let's throw another bit of newspaper in there. Get it all cooking. Oh, there we go. There's another one that just catched. It's just going to get up the temperature nice and quick. Get cooking. This will pump it and start filling up into here. And hopefully we'll have a couple barrels all filled up by the end of the day. And we can be over at our house while this pumps and does its thing while we work on the car. I'm gonna go ahead and throw one more piece of wood in here for good measure. We'll throw a little piece of birch in there. The burn time on that isn't as long, but I'd rather have something in there than nothing at all. We got some written to town. You got some poutine. I filled up the gas can. I like to have a full tank of gas at all times, if we're able to. That way I can keep the sugar shack running almost 24/7. We didn't need it running 24/7 prior to, but here soon we'll probably end up having it. Our generator over here running just about 24/7. Because we'll have the pump running, and we'll always be a full tank over there to constantly be filling up. Almost all the time if we're getting a new full tank every single day. We're home. Let's get these lights turned off. The truck is turned off. Let's get started on this car here. I'm going to go ahead and sort out our parts for each side of the wheels. We got the wheel bearing. Got the other rotor here. The other wheel bearing. The other caliper. We will be painting these calipers red, so let me separate them here. There's our shifter knob titanium. Set this down front and center. Get this hood popped up. Get the door closed. Let's grab this red spray paint here and see what we can do with these. Didn't have too much left of this one. Yep, that's full. No, you don't want to paint those, but I'm just seeing, just to see what it would do. But as I thought, nothing can be done with that. We are out of that can. I went ahead and picked up another can in such occasion, so we could take care of this. Let's grab our wrench and get these front tires ripped off. I'd like to get our front and rear suspension done here as well at some point. I don't want to go throwing our screws either. Gonna take the time to get all these backed off. If we had our brother up to 50% as well, we would just have probably air tools to rip all these off. I'm not sure though. I believe that's what we would be able to use though. Sit that down. Let's get our wheel off. Get a little yawn in. Gotta get back here. Get our caliper pulled off. Drop our screws right there. So we'll just be coming back here as well to put the new screws in. Drop that. Pull this puppy off. That would be our junk part collection. We can get the rotor off now. Let me get this bearing out. I'll have to eventually do all this again whenever we get the new suspension, but we'll just have to do it again then at that point. I'm not really too worried about it. I don't know if I've showed it yet or not, but if we wanted to camber our wheels, we can here. I don't believe I've shown that yet, but here's to adjust our camber or toe angle. I do not believe there's an adjustment back here for it, and if there is, I'm not too sure exactly where it's at, but I don't believe there is back there. Let's go ahead and grab this. We'll toss this out of the way. Weak caliper, rusted, yeah. So our stopping power with this vehicle was very subpar in terms of it being functional. So we will have much better time braking with our car now. Go ahead, get that. Let's check these screws here while we're here. Grab our caliper, get that tossed, or no, our rotor, get that tossed on. Our red caliper here. That does not want to go on for some reason. Unless I am missing something. Do not believe so. Universal caliper. Right. That's what it is. I got the right on the left and the left on the right. There we go. That is completely my fault. I knew there was a difference. I just didn't realize, I didn't think about it ahead of time before, that it would be a difference on this game. Hopefully we can get some new rims as well. I'd like to get this thing all redone and rebuilt, looking nice and smooth. New shiny rims. Get a turbo in it. Oh, this is gonna be... That's a dream, though. It's gonna be a while before we can get to that. This side is now all finished up. All are screwed down at 100%. Let's head on over to start on the other side. Get this one out. We'll get this one. This one. And this one. There we go. Get this tire pulled off. Tossed out over there. We need to get the caliper bolts out. Just toss these here on the ground as well. Could have lost that. That was bad. We'll pull this one out now as well. Drop that down. Get our... Oh, that's just dropped everything out. Whatever. We'll eventually have to take a run at the junkyard, because we have a little bit of money sitting around. Parts, we got our old parts in there. We have our old parts that are now going to be in here. We just load it all up in a truck and run it out. I'm not 100% sure exactly where the junkyard is located. So I'll definitely have to take a look around. Figure out where I can take that stuff is. Let's take that stuff at. Get that in. Get this bolt in. Get the other bolt in. Get our tire on, and there we go. Easiest brake job ever. Hell, the bearings are normally harder doing that. In real life, I normally just press my own bearings in at the shop, but I know you can buy a kit for it that already comes pre-pressed, but that's those can get a little pricey, and since I have the ability to, I'm just gonna do it from home. We are all done, except for the ABS module, which I will grab this wrench here, hop on in, and see what we need to remove. Is this it? I think this is it. Just that. I'll just drop this on the ground with our wrench. Rip this puppy off. That should not work like that. We don't even have a brake fluid reservoir where we can put new brake stuff and brake fluid into the vehicle. That's alright. Makes it a little more simpler. You got washer fluid over there though. And there we go. That's it. Brake job completed. Could eventually do the rear, but we're gonna have to wait till they get more in stock, and we're gonna need quite a bit more money before we can do that. Oh yes, we need to take off the steering wheel shifter as well, or that's just the shifter. Like that. I don't think that's what we need to remove. No. Did not like that. There we go. Maybe it's only on the other transmission. I know I've removed these before in my other playthrough. I'm just not sure why it's not coming out of here. I mean, they make it so cheap to buy one. I don't see why we couldn't just pull the screw out of this and be done with it. Just take care of it. That's for the seat. We may have bought that for no reason. At least for the time being. It's going to be a little bit before we can transfer this into a manual. A little disappointed about that. I might have to do a little bit of research. See how we can get that U-spanner to remove the old one. That's what we're doing. And it's not working, so clicking all the buttons on my mouse, but it's gonna help. Whatever. We'll just leave it sitting here until I can figure out what we're even able to do with it. It's most likely we just need to get a standard. Most likely we just need a standard transmission to be able to put that in. Just these doors shut. These jack stands tossed out of the way. I don't believe we'll be running around in the car today. We may go ahead, since I have not gone to the racing strip at night. We'll probably visit that tonight and show off that. Probably do a race too. We don't have any performance parts installed on this, but I'm sure we could beat the first guy if we needed to. Well, we're going to. We're going to try it regardless. We'll check our plants over here. Those look all good. Gonna head over to the sugar shack. Probably just on the four-wheeler here. And we will be right back as soon as we get over there. We are here. We are back. I don't see any smoke riding out of this, which is not good because I want this thing running at all times. How much we got in here? 183. Let's open up the valve. toss some paper in here. Let's get some more wood going in here. As soon as this thing starts evaporating, we'll get a drink, 'cause our maple syrup is getting up there now. I would rather not die here when I am able to not die here. This should get all filled up at 100%. We'll have plenty left. We'll go ahead and grab the other barrel now. Get it placed in here while this thing gets cooking. I had ran and collected a little bit of wood, not for here, but we went to go sell it to our brother, because we originally had 3 barrels, and I was just shy of a little bit of money, so I went ahead and got some more going. We're gonna go ahead and finish this out. I will go ahead and we'll be back here later tonight for the race. I'm gonna let these fill up for a little bit. And I will be back at night. I'll hop back at night, yeah, and we'll drive into town at dark and make it to the race. So we'll see you here in just a moment. Alright, and we're back. I am now realizing that my character is way too tired to be able to even go to the midnight car meet, to even be able to race. By the time we wake up, it's gonna be morning and it's gonna be over. So let's go ahead and call her mother. And as soon as we're done with her mother, that'll probably be the end of the video. Thank you for joining me tonight, and I appreciate you coming along here. And we will see you back for episode 14. Thank you for joining me. Bye.